Łudzinika.
Welcome back, guys, to our individual league over here at the Nexon Arena. We're about to jump into our final match of the night.
For a second, I think you said Nexon Arena, and I'm like, well, the best of threes. Oh, you did? I'm like, for the best of threes we've seen tonight, actually, it'd be a pretty accurate statement. We've seen a lot of games on Arena. Well, let's talk about our final opponents here for each other. Soulkey having a lot of success in recent times in Legacy of the Void. Again, best matchup versus Protoss. But still, he hasn't played against any Terrans yet. He's played a decent amount of games online. And his opponent, Classic, a GSL and Star League champion.
Having a lot of success against Terran, but take a look at that last set against Dark. 3 losses in a row, took an 0-3 against his teammate. Now, that was his teammate. Obviously, they know each other to a much bigger depth than Soulkey is going to know Classic here tonight. And from what I've seen, Dark's ZVP is quite fantastic. So yeah. I don't think it's going to be a 2-0 out of Soulkey, but I would give him the slight advantage 2-1. What about you?
Yeah, I would have to agree with that. Now, knowing Soulkey's playstyle, he's much more aggressive in the early game, whereas someone like Dark is much more mid-game pressure-oriented. And I think that's the way to beat Classic. I think trying to rush Classic, like Soulkey often does, like with his Ling builds and whatnot, is not the right way to go about it. But we're going to jump into this interview with Soulkey.
컨디션 되게 오늘 괜찮아요.
프로토스전 승률이 좋은 편이에요. 프로토스전이 다른 종족전에 비해서 쉬운 편인가요?
네, 토스전이 좀 간단한 느낌인 것도 있고 너프되기 전부터 편했어요.
오늘 상대인 김도우 선수가 앞서 경기한 최성일 남기웅 선수에 비해서 어떤 상대인 것 같아요?
좀 더 잘한다고는 생각하는데 그래도 비슷하다고 생각을 하거든요. 그래서 오늘 좀 쉽게 이길 수 있을 것 같아요.
김도우 선수의 커리어가 부담스럽지는 않을까요?
우승했다라는 그 기억이 없어서 별로 신경 쓰이지 않아요.
김도우 선수보다 김민철 선수가 더 나은 점이 뭐라고 생각하세요?
그냥 실력으로 증명해드리고 싶어요.
상대 김도우 선수에게 한마디.
네, 오늘 상대가 되길 바랬는데 좋은 제물이 됐으면 좋겠어요. 네. 네.
안녕하세요, 김도우 선수.
네, 안녕하세요.
연습 많이 하셨어요?
네, 오늘 지면 탈락이기 때문에 연습 열심히 했습니다.
승자조 8강 이후에 또 저그를 만났어요. 저번 주에는 좀 처참히 지는 모습을 보여줬는데 오늘 경기는 자신 있나요?
네. 저그전이 좀 어렵긴 한데 민철이가 그렇게 연습을 열심히 하는 스타일은 아니어서 그래도 좀 할만할 것 같아요.
김민철 선수의 저그 어떻게 생각하세요?
방금 말했다시피 이렇게 연습량이 많지가 않아서 좀 허점이 많이 보이더라고요. 그래서 좀 다른 저그들보단 할만할 것 같아요.
그럼 오늘의 예상 스코어 한번 말해주세요.
네, 이기면은 2대0으로 깔끔하게 이길 것 같네요.
마지막으로 상대 김민철 선수에게 한마디 한다면?
민철이가 또 대회 있으면 연습하는 걸 되게 싫어하더라고요. 그래서 그냥 빨리 떨어지고 좀 마음 편히 쉬었으면 좋겠어요.
That was good. That was good. The best part is when he's signing his Classic cards, and then
Oh man!
Oh man! That was actually the best interview we've had so far.
Yeah,
just because of the scenario.
It was all in Korean, so hopefully someone in the chat can translate that for you guys. We can translate a bit. They were trash talking each other a little bit. Soulkey saying, I'm pretty confident in the matchup right now. I think we're around the same level. I should be able to beat him easily today. And then Classics was like, I know you don't like practicing, so just lose now and go home and have an easy mind. Just don't think about it anymore. And Soulkey was right there as he was saying all of that, of course.
Yeah, Classic also claims he will take it if he wins a 2-0. So he wants that flawless score. He said something similar in his official interview versus Dark last week, but told us the opposite and ended up losing. We'll see what he can do. We're going into our first map here, Dusk Towers, Soulkey versus Classic.
Welcome to Dust Towers, the first map of this best of 3. Another PVZ down in the bottom left, the Zerg player. In the red, it is Soulkey.
And his opponent to the top of the map in blue is Classic. Are you looking at Kerrigan?
Is Hyungyung supposed to be Kerrigan? I don't know. I don't see the resemblance.
You know, the funny thing is, despite all the joking about Classic being in love with Hyungyung, the two of them are very close and talk to each other quite a lot.
Yeah, seem pretty friendly.
Yeah. They could even be dating for all we know. I mean, they seem really
well,
close.
Don't spread any rumors now, Wolf. You wouldn't, you know.
But just looking at the way Soulkey plays this matchup in practice and his lack of liking to practice, as Classic said, I'm curious how he prepared for this. I actually watched State stream today, and lo and behold, one of the opponents he faced that was non-barcode was actually Soulkey. And Soulkey just did a Ling all-in versus him, and I'm thinking to myself, like, you're playing versus Classic today in this tournament, and you're laddering, but you're Ling all-inning every game. And I don't know, I guess maybe it shows, maybe if people are streaming Classics watching State stream like I was, he's like, maybe he's just gonna Ling all-in me, but he doesn't do it. Soulkey is very famous for doing early pools. Like, he was one of the only players in competitive StarCraft 2 to consistently 6-pool or 7-pool on 4-player maps and still win sometimes.
Crazy guy. And if you notice Classic's build, he's playing pretty safe, making a wall, getting a Zealot out pretty early too.
Uh-oh, the Ling production has started.
Here we go.
I saw the future on State stream.
What is that?
It says Soulkey
wall.
Wall, yeah. It's got that, I guess it's got the...
It looks like a stone wall or a brick wall.
It looks like one of those steel plating walls, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it could have been.
Oh, Baneling Nest. Oh,
I mean,
man. Did we call this or what?
Is this really happening? Like, there is a second probe that's coming out here. Is he actually going to avoid the probe, though? Oh, I think the probe saw 2 of them.
The most important thing, though, is will he see the Baneling Nest? Because the response to Lings is just, oh, I have an Adept in the way. What are you going to do? But if a Baneling comes in, it just kills the Adept, and then he didn't see the nest.
And these 2 Lings are going to push it away. The Mothership Core is out here looking for Lings and still can't see it.
Oh, my God. Baneling Nest is done.
Is he so sneaky that he's going to be able to sneak by everything that Classic has done to over-scout Soulkey to this point?
Oh my God, look at this. Classic is checking again. He doesn't see anything.
Is this really going to happen?
This is really bad luck. Classic only has 1 Zealot in position. Bugged Zergling, oopsie daisy, but here come the Banelings, and he doesn't know. He needs to get a wall up. He's got a probe in position. That probe needs to place that building right away.
Oh, the sick force field to save him. Okay. And now he's got a nice wall coming up here. He's chrono boosting that warp gate research as well.
I don't know if he has a second force field. Can you check? No, he does not.
No, he doesn't. He's going to try to come up the ramp here, and Overcharge is going to come down. He's going to burst down the Zealot.
Oh, that gateway's so low, and down it goes, and he's in the maze.
He's in. The second sentry does come out. But it's going to be enough. Oh, a force field comes down, and it saves
GG. That was a sick force field.
Yeah.
Whoa. I didn't think he was going to GG that quickly, but if that didn't
Second
kill him,
that force field came down, he's like, yeah, I lost. So if you guys are confused, Classic did win that one.
Yeah.
Soulkey was the one to GG out. And it's because Classic, you know, even after he didn't scout the Baneling Nest, didn't scout the Banelings morphing, missed it. He didn't scout the extra Lings coming across the map. He took the necessary precautions early on, and he did have a probe there just in case. And he was ready, man.
Yeah, that probe was like Kappa probe over there. He was waiting. That probe was blind.
Puts down a gateway, insta-types Kappa.
Yeah. Cancels the gateway, goes down, just makes another one. Well, that was the shortest game we've seen tonight. And Classic just holding with solid just awareness and safety. He had a safety net in place for everything that could have happened. And keep in mind that this is now, Patience won a series tonight. Classic won his first game versus Zerg.